My name is Paul Dial, Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of Tampa. I want to thank you for joining us on this beautiful Friday afternoon, and in particular to welcome you today for the Calvin Taylor Park ribbon cutting ceremonies. We're excited about the improvements made in the park in this Tampa Heights neighborhood, as well as welcoming the Yellow Jackets as the Yellow Jackets Little League to Calvin Taylor Park to be their new home. And we appreciate everyone being out with us today for this. First will be our speaker, will be our mayor of the city of Tampa, champion for Parks and Recreation, and we really appreciate him taking his time to be out here today, Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
Paul, thank you, and to all of you, thank you. Let me give a special shout out, a special thank you to Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright and the Belmont Heights, or the Yellow Jackets Little League, are synonymous. This is a guy, along with some of his buddies, who have watched over this Little League for decades. They've seen the young people grow. They've seen the young people play. They competed. They were teachers for them. They were adults for them when they needed them. They were men with a mission, and that mission was to look out for the young people who played for them in this Little League. This Little League has a long and glorious history. This Little League has produced some pretty amazing athletes and some pretty amazing seasons. And that is all a tribute to the moms and the dads and the leaders like Mr. Wright, who have helped to guide this Little League to its next chapter where we find ourselves now. I'm happy to be joined by Councilmember Maniscalco, who you will hear from shortly, who represents this district, and Councilmember Mike Suarez, who, like me, will be leaving the stage in about 52 days. So, Mike, congratulations on a great career and great service. But this is a day for those young people right there as they come to their new home. This would not have happened without the cooperation of our amazing Parks and Recreation Department. It would not have happened without the Rays, who, as they always do, step up to the plate, literally and figuratively. They invest in our communities. Most importantly, they invest in our kids. They are building generations of fans. They are recognizing that as they do well, they have an obligation to do good by the communities that support them. And the Rays, every time you ask them, step up to do the right thing. And once again, you have done that. Thank you to the Tampa Bay Rays for all that they do. This is a good day. This is a beautiful facility. This represents the next chapter in the Yellow Jackets Little League. This will provide a new home for them. This will allow new kids from different neighborhoods to participate in this league. And I want to see this league back at the heights that it once was, with young people who now fall in love with the game of baseball like all of us did. Mr. Wright, this is your day as well. We congratulate you for being our partner in this effort. I know there were some challenges along the way, but you have been nothing but gracious, recognizing that our city is changing. And our city is growing, and our city is being developed as we go. But ultimately, we got to make sure we take care of these young people and give them outlets for their energy, teach them fair play, remind them that the game of baseball is America's pastime, and give them a healthy and wholesome place to play with adults that care about them. So to all of you that are here today to cut this ribbon or throw this first pitch out or whatever it is we're going to do, congratulations. This is your new home. This is your new ballpark. These are your new partners who have joined with us to make this happen. This is a good day for the Yellow Jackets, and it's a great day for Tampa, but most importantly, it's a great day for this next generation of young people who need us so desperately and will now have an amazing field to play on. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Mayor Buckhorn. At this time, I'd like to ask the Tampa City Councilman, Guido Maniscalco, who represents District 6, the district of this park, to come to the podium and have his comments.
Good afternoon, everyone. The weather is perfect today for this important occasion. I don't have to tell you because you know, but baseball is such an important part of the Tampa story and Tampa's history. I'm joined here with my colleague, Councilman Mike Suarez, who played when he was younger at West Tampa Little League. Baseball in this neighborhood, from here all the way down going west, is just part of the fabric of this community. And it's so important that we invest here and in our youth. And I just want to say, welcome home. This is your new home. These are the kind of investments that we enjoy making because we know that the rewards will come back for generations to come. Investing in our youth and investing in our community. This is for you. I hope that you enjoy it. I'm glad to see so many young faces here, the future of our community. So thank you for having me and congratulations.
For projects like this to reach their greatest potential, you really need to work together as a team and to form partnerships. And in this project, for it to succeed, we've really found a great partner. And that partner for us is the Tampa Bay Rays. As you can look around and you see the screens and the table and all the improvements that the Rays have been involved with here, it's very impressive. The impact that they're making on this field and on the community here. So to speak on behalf of the Rays is Stefan Thomas, Executive Director of the Tampa Bay Rays Baseball Foundation.
Good afternoon. When we first began talking to the city about this project, one of the things that really made us most excited about it was the admiration and respect they had for Mr. Wright. And meeting him today, you could just tell his love of the kids and really the love of the game of baseball and softball is very evident. We talk with the Rays about energizing our community through the magic of Rays baseball. And really, this is what we mean. This beautiful day here in Tampa, where we can see kids enjoy and fall in love with this game, means so much to us. The game of baseball teaches so many valuable life lessons beyond winning and losing. The teamwork and dedication and perseverance, and we feel fortunate to be able to really have this partnership with the city for this site, and really looking forward to seeing all the amazing things that can continue to happen for the Yellow Jackets in the future. So we appreciate the time, and we feel very fortunate as an organization to be here to support this.
Thank you very much. I do want to make sure everyone knows the impact that the Rays have made with this project. The few things that they've done here is they've added 10 hitting stations, 2 bullpens, foul ball netting, batting cage, equipment storage, portable pitching mound that you see behind us that we're going to be using a little later, wind screens that you see, and then baseball and softball equipment. To the tune of over $40,000. So we really do appreciate that partnership and that commitment for the Rays. So thank you very much. As you know, the program today, it notes the ribbon cutting of the park, but it also notes recognition of the Yellow Jackets Little League coming to the park and making it their home, as we've stated earlier. Just want to give you a little history of the league, that it started in 1967, had their golden 50-year anniversary a couple of years ago, and I know that's something Mr. Wright is very proud of, and the whole organization and Yellow Jackets should be with that. The programs have been a positive impact on many youth over the years and a vital part of the fabric of West Tampa. The program has been spearheaded by Mr. James Wright for many years, and Mr. Wright is a recipient of the Little League Baseball's Little League Urban Innovative Volunteer of the Year Award. And with that award, the national president of Little League said of Mr. Wright, his selfless commitment on behalf of the children and volunteers in Yellow Jacket Little League and throughout the Tampa area cannot be understated or overlooked. Also, one of the presidents of the Northwest Little League said, Mr. Wright has been president of the Yellow Jackets Little League for many years and has more knowledge of baseball than most managers will have in a lifetime. We really appreciate Mr. Wright, and I will say I've just had the pleasure in the last couple of months to getting to know him. But what I know about Mr. Wright is he doesn't really care to hear about him, he is about the Yellow Jackets. And it's really all the kids and the commitment in the community that it has made. And we do appreciate the Yellow Jackets as a whole. I've met Mr. Crawford as well in this time and seen his input and the way that they've all been involved in making a difference in their community. From Parks and Recreation, we really appreciate that commitment. So thank you all very much. With that, we have a little surprise for the Yellow Jackets. If Mary Campanello will please stand. Mary represents Can Do, another one of our partners that provides recreational opportunities in the city that we partner with. And Mary would like to present a check to the Yellow Jackets for $1,000 if you want to take that over in care of Mr. Wright. They have a new concession to open up, and hopefully that'll be helpful with that and other improvements at the site, along with everything that the Rays are already doing. All right, thank you all very much for that. I will say I'd like to take a moment to say to make a project like this happen, it requires the efforts of departments working together. And we're fortunate to work with members of the Logistics and Asset Management Department. The work that you saw here was a partnership of those two departments. They did electrical, plumbing work for us, many things here. And they're led by the director, Osea Wynn, and manager, Keith Bruchon. And they are truly a pleasure to work with. I don't know if any of their staff, I see some right there in the back. They're awesome folks. They do a great job. Thank you. It was a team effort. So thank you very much. Finally, I'd like to thank the many Parks and Rec staff for the hard work on this project, as well as staff putting together this ceremony today. In particular, I'd like to mention our athletic field management team under the direction of Marlon Hall. They were amazing with this project. Their skills are very much an asset to the department. If they can raise a hand, the folks on that crew, all back through there, thank you very much. And lastly, I'd like to thank the Parks and Rec planning and design staff, managed by Brad Suter. I don't know if I see Brad here with us. There he is. There's Brad. But in particular, I'd like to give special recognition on this project, and I think it's well deserved, to one of our employees here, Chris Thompson. Where is Chris? Chris literally ate, drank, slept, didn't sleep this project to move this through, and a yeoman's task and a yeoman's job. And Chris, thank you for all your efforts here today. We really appreciate it. We appreciate everyone being here. This is your park. This is the park for the community, and we want you to enjoy it. We want the Yellow Jackets to feel at home, but we want the whole community to embrace it. So thank you very much.
I asked Mr. Dow before we cut the ribbon that I would like to just say a couple of words. And I said to Mr. Dow the other day, I quoted to him 1 Corinthians 14 and 19 that says, it's better to say 5 words in church that everybody understood than to say 10,000 and no one understood. So I told him I wouldn't say 10,000 words. But it would be very remiss on my part not to honor the president or the mayor. He has done a good job for the city, and most of us here realize that. The kids may not, and I would be very remiss if I didn't acknowledge the guests that came here today. It's awful kind of them to take out of their business schedule and come and help us. Now, in addition, the workers that put in, and they know I was not an easy guy, but the whole thing turned out to be very well. Now, speaking of the mayor, the last time I was in the presence of a mayor was Mayor Pope. So you see, I am grateful to the Honorable Buckhorn to be here today, and I think he deserves a hand for the good works that he's doing in the city, not only for our area, but the entire area. Let's give him a good round of applause. Yes. I just want to acknowledge that, and I thank everybody for being here today. And I don't like to take honor for anything. I appreciate the kindness of mentioning my name, but it takes a group all working on the same page to make things work. Thank you very much. And I see Raymond standing here to my left. In the old days in 1998, Raymond danced in front of me along the first base line, and I could never see the game. So thank you, Raymond. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Get on in.
That's all for time.
Be alert. Hey, we're ready. Now you gotta go behind the game with Coach Ray. Back up, right there. Back up, Coach. All right, kids, watch out. Stay back. He's got the ball. Not you, Raymond.